They say the market of shadows doesn't appear to just anyone. It's not a place you can find by searching. Rather, it finds you. Hidden deep within the forgotten corners of Haiti, this secret market reveals itself only to those who are truly desperate, those who hear its quiet call in the dead of night. Some say it's a myth, others whisper of strange symbols that appear mysteriously on walls and doorways, drawn in chalk and glowing faintly under the moonlight. For those few who receive an invitation, often in the form of a cryptic note or a sudden unexplainable sign, the journey begins, whether they want it or not. The path to the market is unlike any other, a trail stitched together by omens and shadows. Those chosen to walk it find themselves pulled through crumbling graveyards where the air tastes of old blood and ash. Bridges appear that no map records, suspended over rivers that whisper names in forgotten tongues. Street signs vanish, compasses spin uselessly, and the only guide is the scent, an unnatural mix of burning herbs, rotting flowers, and something metallic, like rusted iron. The deeper one goes, the more the world feels thinner, as if reality itself is holding its breath. Then, just when hope begins to flicker, a strange wooden sign appears out of nowhere. Its paint is faded, but the words are unmistakable. Marché de l'ombre, open only to those who believe. And with that, the last turn is made. At the stroke of midnight, beneath the pale glow of a blood-red moon, the market finally reveals itself. Not built with brick or stone, but stitched from fog, shadow, and memory, it rises in silence. The entrance, a shimmering archway of smoke, appears where moments ago there was only darkness. Step through, and the air changes. It grows heavy, laced with the scent of candle wax, incense, and something older, something watching. Stalls float where streets should be, lit by flickering lanterns that never burn out. Talismans hover mid-air, and nothing casts a shadow. Merchants in robes of bone and bark greet you without words, their faces hidden beneath veils or masks. This is no ordinary market. This is where the world of spirits, curses, and impossible trades lives, and you are no longer on familiar ground. Every stall in the market offers something impossible. Here, you won't find fruits or fabrics, but memories in vials, shadows trapped in jars, and whispers of the dead stitched into cloth. One merchant sells time, a single hour sealed in glass, to be used when you need it most. Another offers a love spell carved into bone, guaranteed to bind hearts or break them. A woman with eyes like mirrors sells names, yours, someone else's, or a name that was never meant to be spoken aloud. Payment, however, is never made with money. Some offer secrets, others pay with pieces of their past, and a few leave with less of themselves than they came with. The deeper you walk, the stranger the items become, and the more you begin to question how much of your soul you're willing to barter for the things you desire. The market of shadows may welcome all who find it, but it is not without rules. Ancient laws etched not in ink, but in blood and consequence. First, never ask for a refund. The things sold here do not return, and neither do those who try. Second, never look a vendor in the eyes for too long. Their faces are masks not meant to be seen, and what stares back may not be human. And above all else, never, under any circumstance, take something without payment. The market does not tolerate thieves. Those who try to cheat it are swallowed whole, dragged away by invisible hands, their screams fading into the walls. Their belongings remain untouched and humming with cursed energy, a silent warning to others. In the market, the price is always exact, and it is always taken. His name was Louis, a foreigner, an anthropologist drawn to the whispers of forbidden places. He believed the market was folklore, a tale born from fear and mysticism. But when he found it, he didn't observe, he interfered. Fascinated by a bone charm said to ward off death, he pocketed it without offering payment. That was his mistake. At first, nothing happened. He turned, walked back through the mist, confident he had escaped with proof. But the market doesn't forget. As he fled, the charm grew hot in his pocket, then wet, melting like ice, dripping with something thick and dark. The forest warped around him, paths looped, voices taunted him in languages he didn't know, yet somehow understood. He had stolen from something older than time, and now it wanted him back. They found Louis days later, wandering the outskirts of Port-au-Prince, barefoot and broken. His clothes were torn, his skin marked with strange symbols that pulsed faintly under moonlight. He couldn't speak, not at first, just wide, unblinking eyes and a trembling body that recoiled from every shadow. When his voice finally returned, it was only to scream. Witnesses say he screamed for hours until his throat gave out. No one could calm him. No one could understand what he had seen. Then, just as suddenly as he had appeared, Louis vanished. One nurse swore she saw him dissolve into dust, like ash caught in a breeze. The charm he had stolen was later found in his empty hospital bed, whole again, and waiting. The market still opens. Maybe not every night, and never in the same place twice, but it returns for those who need it most, for the desperate, the cursed, the ones willing to trade something deeper than money. Some seek love, others vengeance, and a few simply want to forget. But all who enter leave changed, if they leave at all. The market remembers every bargain, every broken rule, every stolen charm. And once it marks you, you carry it forever. They say you can hear it whispering in your sleep long after the candles have burned out. So if, one night, you find a strange note slipped beneath your door or smell burnt herbs where none should be burning, ask yourself one thing. Are you ready to pay the price?